place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day.
4.
Every time she hits her stride
Here I come.
and is ready to chase it again. Every time we hear the bell and know a child is cancer-free. Every time his heart beats stronger and he scores the winning goal. With more than 35 pediatric subspecialties, East Tennessee Children's Hospital is here every time it matters most.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
What is it?
Would you just look at this puppy? Not sure what to do, is she? Look at this. What are we going to do? We're going to eat the snow? We're going to play in the snow? What are we doing? It's a winter wonderland, my friends.
You're a mess.
We're all a mess, aren't we? Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, wow.
Look at that dog just enjoying the
you're
fresh snow.
wild,
Look how
man.
fluffy it is. It's amazing. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's a winter wonderland around East Tennessee. Can't go wrong with that. And I think, as we've been talking about over the last couple of days, this storm is going to overperform for many of you because some of the reports already coming in, which I want to start you off first things first with a live look in downtown Gatlinburg. Look at the winter wonderland. This is one of the East Tennessee weather cameras. Current temperature in Dandridge is 21 degrees and it's still snowing, and the snow in Gatlinburg is going to continue all day long. And so we could potentially be over a foot of snow right up against the foothills and the Smoky Mountains, and even more possibly across the highest peaks of the Smokies. When you look at snowfall totals so far, Dollywood's already been, now these are unofficial totals, but these are viewer photo totals from you. So thank you for posting those on social media. Dollywood 8 inches, Newport, Cocke County 8 inches, Morristown. That's an official report from the National Weather Service at 6.9 inches of snow and still snowing. In Sevier County, Dixon Branch right around 5.5, Seymour 5, Corrington 4, Tazewell 4, Halls 4, Lenore City, Sweetwater, Oak Ridge, West Knoxville. That's my measurement of 3 inches in West Knoxville. Friendsville also about 3 inches of snow. So happy Saturday. I sure hope you have a great day today. It's a good day just to kick back, relax, get out and play with the kids. But if you've not been outside yet, or if you didn't see my video on social media, as we were talking about, it was a wet, heavy snow or a wetter snow last night when it first started. Arctic air came on in, and that's what's going to help to pile it up. It's the kind of snow you can just go and blow right off of your, I mean, listen, pull out the leaf blowers before you drive on the driveways, and you can just blow it right off. You probably get the whole neighborhood and all the backpack leaf blowers and just start clearing the streets, because the more people that drive on it, the icier the roads will become. And speaking of which, the roads are rather snow-packed and icy on the interstate system. I want to take you to a live look now from West Knoxville. This is going to be 40, and let's see if we can't get this up and running for you here. We're going to go, here we go. This is 40 in West Hills. And so this is what it looks like at 40 in West Hills. So that's the interstate right now. So you can clearly see that it's snow-packed and icy. Cars are traveling this morning. The side streets and, of course, and the neighborhoods are a lot trickier, and it's going to be a little bit more icy throughout much of the day today. Because remember, temperatures are just not going to warm up a whole lot throughout the day today. All right, we do have a Witcher Weather Watcher that's going to join us live here. So I want to go ahead and just get right to work with that. We're going to go ahead and bring Eli Bray. He's joining us from Upper East Tennessee. Eli, what's going on, buddy? You're live on East Tennessee Weather this morning.
Good morning. I tell you what, it's beautiful up here. It has really come down. It's you can barely make out the road there. You'll see it here in a second. We've got a truck passing by. But I tell you what, Mike, it's beautiful. We got about 5.3 inches so far down here, and it's continuing to come down at a pretty good rate. I tell you what, this is very reminiscent to me of December of 2018 when we had a pretty significant snowfall, and this is what that's reminding me of. I think this is probably the most snow that we've had since then. So
I mean, it's awesome
beautiful.
too because it is so light and fluffy. It's not that wet, heavy snow that's going to weigh down the trees, cause power outages. It just
Yeah,
is like the perfect snow, wouldn't you say?
it is. This is perfect. The kids can sled in it. You know, it's not the best for snowmen, but who cares? I think sledding's more fun in my opinion. But
Oh, amen to that.
but you know, it's beautiful out here, and you can see the farmland too. It's just, to me, this portion of Hawkins County is so beautiful because we have so much farmland. You know, it's so photogenic in the snow, and it's so quiet and peaceful, and it's nice to see there's not a lot of traffic out, and if people do have to be out, they are taking it slow. The speed limit's 45 on this road. Most people are taking it about 15 to 20, so they're doing their due diligence if they do have to be out. So
You know, one thing that you said, that one thing that I really love about snowstorms, and growing up in Denver, Colorado, we get a lot of them, is that you nailed it. It is quiet. It mutes the sounds of the cities and the towns and the cars, and it's just so peaceful, isn't it?
it is, and you know, maybe we all just need to take a lesson from the snow and stop and just take a deep breath and relax for a minute, you know, because we get so caught up in our lives and everything, you know. Today's just that good moment to stop and relax and take a breath and reset.
I would 100% agree with you. And I'm just going to throw up the radar here. Eli, I appreciate the report here this morning. He's a Witcher Weather Watcher. If you're interested in becoming a Witcher Weather Watcher, giving us live reports during severe weather, winter weather, whatever it may be, hit me up, Mike at easttnweather.com. All you have to do is take the National Weather Service's Skywarn Storm Spotter program. You got to be an official storm spotter. And when you do, you can give us reports like that. But of course, I have opened up the broadcast this morning for you as well. If you want to come on TV with me and give us a report from your area, I've put the link in the description of the live post here this morning. You can click that. Just give me some time. I'm going to go back and forth. I got a couple links going here this morning. Eli, I appreciate you. We're going to bring Julie. We're going to bring Julie,
Thanks, Mike.
also a Witcher Weather Watcher, here this morning. And Julie's joining us live right now. We're going to hold on. Give me 1 second, Julie. You are live right now. So you got your East Tennessee Weather sweatshirt on. Of course you do. That's awesome. But I'm going to bring your husband, Wade's camera as well. So I've got both of you live on East Tennessee Weather this morning. Happy Saturday.
Good morning, Mike.
You guys doing okay this morning? Talk about what's going on in Whitesburg, Hamlin County.
Cold is the word of the day.
And it's not going to get any warmer. Let me just tell you that.
We have 4 to 5 inches right now. We're at different places, and it is very, very, very road.
Are you close to Wade right now? Because we're kind of getting an echo going.
Yeah.
You guys are next to each other. So you guys are picking up on each other's microphones there. So you probably need to separate just a little bit. Otherwise, we're getting that echo from both your cameras. Or Wade, maybe mute yours. Or Wade, I want to hear you talk as well. You're not an official Witcher Weather Watcher, my friend, but you are a friend.
Yep. You can see the road here. We had a few people come through here earlier. They look like they're having a little bit of time kind of navigating the hill up here. So
what's the plan for the day today? You going to get Josh out and do some sledding?
Oh, you better believe it. Yeah, we'll get him out here do some sledding.
Ah, nice, nice. Well, it's still snowing up there. I see.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We were talking about this over the last couple of days. There are going to be some areas around town that it's just going to set up, and some are going to get a lot more than others. I think Hamlin County is that going to be one of those areas. National Weather Service was reporting 6.9 officially at the National Weather Service at their office.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What would you
Better
say you
layer
have
up.
there?
You better layer up when you come outside with your kids. It's freezing.
How much snow do you say that you have at your house? Because you're kind of up on top of the hillside.
About 4 to 5 inches in
4
different
to 5.
places. It measures. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. What's for breakfast?
Cinnamon rolls.
Nice. That's a good snowstorm kind of a breakfast, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are so awesome. Go ahead, Julie.
I said hot chocolate also.
Well, you got to have some hot chocolate and a cup of coffee. I've got my cup of coffee this morning as well. Thanks for the report this morning, Julie. I really appreciate that. And Wade, of course, we don't see your face, but I like the fact that you've got the camera pointed the other direction so we can kind of see Julie and then what's going on in your neighborhood up there in Whitesburg, Hamlin County, Tennessee, and still snowing. And I'll tell you guys, we're going to still probably have the snow up in Whitesburg probably for it's 8, 9, 10, probably another 3 hours or so, maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Wow.
So we'll see what we end up with by the end of this event. And again, let's talk about the consistency of the snow for folks that haven't been outside.
And it's really much to move it off the driveway.
So was I right by taking the leaf blower? You just take the leaf blower and just blow it right off?
You're right.
It's the best kind of snow. Champagne powder. Wait, are you cooking today or you're just hanging out and relaxing?
I'll probably just hang out and relax a little bit.
There you go, my friend. Well, I appreciate you both for joining me on the broadcast this morning. Let's go see. We're going to go and let's see if anybody else is from the public, if they want to join in. So, guys, have a great day. And, of course, we'll see you back here soon. Let's go ahead and we'll open it up and see if we have anybody else that's joining us here this morning. And let's see if anybody else is on the fun chat. There we do have somebody. Looks like we've got Gabe Smith. We've got Matt Knowlton. He's my neighbor. He's a firefighter. Let's go ahead and bring Matt. He's over in Sevier County. So Matt, stand by here 1 second, and I'll bring you to the program here this morning. And of course, I want you to give a big shout out to all the firefighters for you. There he is. That's my good friend and my neighbor, Matt. He's a firefighter. Tell us where you are, what's going on. And you drove to work this morning at 4 o'clock this morning. So let's talk about road conditions.
Yeah. So came through West Knoxville into Sevierville around 4:45 this morning, and saw a lot of trucks treating the roadways. Interstate looked pretty manageable, but I would imagine that as the traffic picks up, it'll get a bit more sketchy. Right now, I'm on Dolly Parton Parkway at the main headquarters station for Sevierville Fire Department, and it is pretty good conditions out here. We've got snow chains on our engines and our trucks, and we're just waiting for people to need assistance.
Let's hope that they don't need assistance, and you guys at the fire department can just kick back, relax, and enjoy your day. You got the crew on board here today, I see. Make sure that you give them a big shout out. Listen, I mean, you're in Sevierville, so on Dollywood Parkway. I mean, how much would you say you have over there at the fire station right now?
I would imagine we're probably 3 to 4 inches.
3 to 4 inches. And
Yep.
I think it's going to be with you guys for probably a good chunk of the day. So I'll be curious to see when we report later on this evening what you end up with by the end of the day. It's cold outside. Any recommendations from the fire department for folks today to stay safe and stay warm?
That's our main focus today is if you don't have to be out, don't. Stay home, spend some time with family, and just enjoy yourselves.
It's such a pretty snow, isn't it? It's light, fluffy. Real quick, so you said the roads were icy and stuff like that. I mean, did you have any issues? I mean, were you slipping and sliding? I know you were like one of the first ones on the road at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Not really. Once I got into the city limits right past the 407, there was a bit of a slippery road coming in on Winfield Dunn Parkway, but I've seen so many public works vehicles out treating the roadways that I can't imagine that they're not just covered up. But roadways were pretty good, but I still wouldn't recommend coming out unless you have to.
And I know the Gatlinburg bypass has been announced that it is closed.
Oh, that would make sense. I'd imagine up there it's probably even more inclement weather coming through. So I just hope everybody stays safe today.
Yeah. Well, Matt, I really appreciate it. Make sure you give a big shout out to all the firefighters over there. And thank you so much for what you do to keep our county safe in Sevier County. So I really appreciate you.
Well, we thank you, man. We appreciate you too.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
All right. You too. All right. We're going to bring Gabe Smith now to the broadcast. Gabe, what's going on? Tell us who you are, where you are, and what's going on in your county.
Hey, Mike. We're out here in Maryville. I'm the owner at ARC Total Property Solutions. We are in the Target parking lot at our Maryville location. We're out plowing their parking lot, taking care of their salt, keeping everybody safe out here.
All right. Are you looking for more business? Are you give us, if folks need help, how can they contact you?
My number is 865-399-6497. We have a social media page as well, Facebook. You can find us ARC Total Property Solutions. We take care of commercial properties only. We don't do any residential. So anybody with a business that needs salt work done, plowing, we have trucks, skid steers. We've got a tractor out here. So you can see some of the guys running behind me taking care of this lot.
Well, I really appreciate it. All right, so so you're just going to be out and about all day, just kind of clearing the parking lots and trying to get things cleared out so we can get back to some normalcy. Is that the plan?
Yeah, trying to keep everybody safe. It's definitely coming down about as fast as we can plow it. I'd say we're hitting about the 3-inch mark here in Maryville right now.
Okay.
And it's still coming down nice and steady.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you joining the broadcast this morning. I would love the reports on social media. And of course, you can always upload those through the East Tennessee Weather app. As you know, you have the app, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go, sir. I appreciate you joining us. Stay safe today and stay warm because, boy, I tell you what, it is just brutal. I mean, talk about how it feels outside for folks that haven't ventured outside yet.
It's cold. You're definitely correct about the dry snow. Nice and fluffy, but it does ice over fast. As soon as we're making passes on these, clearing the bulk of the salt off, it's icing up pretty quick. So I would definitely say stay in if you can. And if you have to go out, just take your time, give plenty of following distance between other vehicles, and just pay attention to what you're doing, man.
Well, I think that's a good recommendation too, because like if folks don't have to be out and about right now, it allows crews, whether it be TDOT crews or crews like you, to get out and kind of clear things out before people start driving on it. Because once you start driving on it, then it compacts it, and now it's going to turn it into ice, and now we got snow that's still falling on top of that. That makes it a lot more difficult to understand what's going on underneath the snow as well, right?
Absolutely. Yep, you're exactly right.
All right, my friend. Tell your crew I said hi, and thanks for joining the broadcast.
All right, thanks, Mike. We appreciate you bringing this winter weather in for us.
We finally got it, right?
That's right. We know you control it, so we appreciate you bringing it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad we finally got our snowstorm that everyone wanted, like last weekend. All right, Gabe, have a great day.
You too, thanks.
All right. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and now get to work with a little bit of the forecasting for the day today. And if anybody else comes in on the broadcast, I would love to get your report from your community. Of course, we've opened it up to the public here this morning. And so all you have to do is click on the link in the description of this live post, and you'll be able to join the broadcast. I'll hear you ring in, and it will be a lot of fun. I like to get these reports from you. All right, let's talk about what's going on. So we still have that winter storm warning and winter weather advisory that's in place through the day today. You can clearly see where we've had the greatest impacts so far this morning, where we do have the winter storm warning. So we'll go back to the radar here for just a second. Lucas is saying about 7 inches right along the I-81 40 split there up near Talbot. So Talbot's got one of the hardest hit areas. We've also had a couple other places like, let's see, Cocke County, of course, is getting hit pretty hard. And again, it's going to continue to really develop. You can see the satellite and radar here over the last, this is over the last 6 hours. And so the darker the shade of blue, the heavier snow. So that kind of band moved its way through Knox County, Blount County, Sevier County, Still have those darker shades of blue stretching up towards parts of Anderson and Union County. And boy, I tell you what, the snow is just coming down in downtown Gatlinburg, which I'll show you that camera here in just a second. This just kind of gives us an idea who got the heaviest snowfall so far over the last 24 hours. Lesser amounts down the 75 quarter, which is what we were talking about over the last few days. I think the models really had a good handle on this. And if you were with me, I said this storm is potentially going to be overproducing from what I was forecasting. And we gradually moved those numbers up a little bit. So some of you may get a lot more than what I was forecasting. We talked about that because because of the Arctic air, because of the light, fluffy nature of this snow, it just tends to pile up. It doesn't compact as much as the wetter snow. So road conditions here this morning. These are current road conditions. So let me know if you're in Fentress County, Scott, Morgan, Cumberland County, Ray, Meigs. How are the roads there? I'd be curious to see what the roads look like there. Leanne says about 8 inches plus in Cosby right now, has several roads closed. So, Leanne, I appreciate that report here this morning as well. Let's see. Good morning, Deborah. How are you this morning? Normally covered in snow. We have about 1 inch in Petros. It's beautiful, though, so less snow. So probably that's why we have better road conditions in parts of Morgan County than other parts of East Tennessee this morning. It's cold, though. Temperatures this morning are running about 10 degrees colder than what we were even yesterday morning. You look at the numbers. This is the kind of weather that we're going to be dealing with all day long. Yeah, the snow's beautiful, and we've been talking about that, but it's going to be the wind chills, dangerous wind chills to be out and about all day long. You need to cover that exposed skin or take in some extra breaks for sure. Wind chill values this morning, big old goose egg there in Jamestown, Fentress County, 3 below in Cumberland County and in Roane County. Knoxville and down to Maryville's running about the single digits. And so that's the story. All right, here's your future cast, because remember, the storm system's not done. Now, the mountain counties, we're going to be in the thick of it for about 24 hours. Everybody else from northwest to southeast is going to gradually see improving conditions. While I still think that we're going to have some flurries flying from time to time today because that Arctic air, the heaviest snow from now through noon starts to slide off to our south and southeast. And then from noon to 3, it's still cranking across the mountains. And that's why with places we're already reporting upwards of 8 inches of snow, we could potentially get another, say 6 to 8 inches of snow. So we could be pushing well over a foot of snow in places like Gatlinburg, Pittman Center, Wares Valley, up towards Cosby, and into the Greenville community and up towards Irwin as well. So we've had some pretty good reports coming in already. Forecast high temperatures today. It's going to be cold, my friends. We're only in the teens and 20s. So just a good day to have a fire in the fireplace, and maybe hopefully you have a thing of soup or chili going on in the crock pot this morning. Additional snowfall from now through 7 o'clock tonight. Again, this is just kind of model data blended together. So I still think that we could push an additional 6 to 8 inches possible across the foothills and mountains. Lesser amounts, of course, the more northwest you are. Here around Knox County and along the I-75-40 corridor up Interstate 81, we probably could get an additional 2 to maybe 4 plus inches before all is said and done. So this is where we're going to have the greatest impacts throughout the day today. And then road conditions. Let's talk about road conditions and how they may improve. Now, this is a forecast model, but you can see how our road conditions are hanging out strong with us this morning with snow-packed icy roads. But as we progress through the day today, it's not going to warm up any, but do we see that melting as folks start to drive on it a little bit and some clearing? I think we are going to see some improvements for some folks, maybe up and down 75, along Interstate 40 through Rockwood. But I think still the valley from Knoxville up the I-81 corridor in the mountains, we're going to be snowpacked all day long because the snow is not going to stop. And as we've been talking about, the other side of the story are the cold weather alerts. So we've got an extreme cold warning with wind chill values in the mountains of East Tennessee as low as 20 degrees below zero. And the cold weather advisory for the rest of us, we're talking wind chill values anywhere from 5 above to 5 below. So it is definitely one of those brutally cold days. Eric, also a Witcher weather watcher, just measured about 4 inches in downtown Kingsport. So good stuff there. Andrew's wife made vegetable beef soup and homemade bread. That sounds good. Bring me over some, my friend. Forecast lows tonight, single digits and teens. And you got to realize when we have snow on the ground, it takes a while for the atmosphere to warm up. So we're likely to stay probably below forecasted high temperatures, really. Wind chill values tomorrow morning, single digits and sub-zero. So not in, folks aren't really necessarily going to be able venture out probably to church. I'd just kind of hang out. This is 2 weekends in a row, right? Forecast high temps tomorrow stay in the 20s. Again, if you have snow on the ground, you're probably going to stay in the teens and maybe low 20s. Well, we're all going to have snow on the ground by tomorrow. We'll see a gradual warming trend throughout the day today. That map is out of order, but our wind chill values today are going to be bone chilling. So the snow's going to slowly taper off throughout the day. I don't really think that we'll probably have much sunshine, but we may see a few splashes of sunshine, which would be nice to see, but probably not a ton for at least most of us. Staying cold tomorrow. Morning lows are going to stay in the single digits and teens on into our Monday morning. I would imagine a lot of schools are going to be canceled on Monday, maybe even Tuesday. But you can see how Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as well as Friday, we're going to be warming back into the 40s. We have another system swinging our way Wednesday, Thursday, more of a rain event, but can't rule out maybe a couple of light snow showers with that system as well. Nothing like what we're experiencing out there right now, which is I guess good news. Depending on, I think this is our snowstorm that we all wanted, and we're like, okay, now we can let's go to spring, right? Let's get those 60s and 70s and 80s. To return to the area. So I've been showing you this camera all morning long. That's a live look in downtown Gatlinburg. And boy, I tell you what, it is coming down. The road was, I could see a little bit of the road just a little bit ago. Cars are driving on it. The snow keeps falling. So the roads are going to continue to be snow-packed and icy. Couldn't find the link to chime in. Lee, it's in the post itself, my friend. So if you go to Facebook and you know how like there's a description of what the live's going to be like, it's at the bottom of that. So if you want to do that, and Lee, you are a Witcher weather watcher. So I've also posted the link, a different link anyways, to the Witcher weather watchers group, where are my Witcher weather watchers? They post all day long on social, on our private chat, but now they don't want to do anything. I see how it is, my friends. I see. Julie's brave enough. Let's show you some other camera views around East Tennessee. This is a live look there in downtown Clinton, Anderson County. A nice little winter wonderland there as well. So a beautiful, beautiful snowy winter wonderland. I love it. Being from Colorado. How about this one? No airplanes are going to be flying today. Tom McCosh, big shout out to Tom McCosh down there. He's the airport director for Monroe County Airport in Madisonville, and it is a snowy runway there. Let's take you to West Knoxville. This is Fox Road Marina, and you can see the snow still flying over there in Fox Road Marina, West Knoxville area. So a lot of snow flying around all of East Tennessee here this morning. Now let's see, what else can we show you? We'll take you to Union County. This camera was covered up with quite a bit of snow and ice last night. I lost that view temporarily, but it has been cleared off. It dried out, and now look at what we're seeing here this morning. So a nice little view of Union County. I'm in Newport, says Brandy, in the Bridgeport area. That's about 5 miles before Del Rio. We have about 7.5 inches, and it's snowing very good right now. Sean said, it's so beautiful. I love a good snow. And it's enough for the kids to get out and play and bust out the go-kart. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's a Witcher Wonderland. There we go, Jacqueline. I love it. I love it. I don't see that you have any questions. I don't necessarily know that we have a ton of questions here. Lee, did you find the link yet? Anybody else want to join in on the fun? I have opened the broadcast up to everybody if they want to join in and see what's going on here this morning. But I'd love to see what you all are doing. Let's see. We've got my daughter said, just had a semi spin out on I-40 West right past Hall of Fame. Oh, no, that's no good. Let's go ahead and take you to the T-Dot cameras and see if there's any issues there. I'll be able to check in on that. So let's go to the T-Dot cameras here for a second, and we'll zoom out. And, of course, we do have the snowy and icy roads here this morning. Let's see. We'll throw road conditions on there for you. Well, we'll take that off. We don't need that. But let's see. Hall of Fame and Interstate 40. So that's 40 and 5th Avenue. So the interstate is snow-packed and icy there. Let's come down to Hall of Fame. There's Hall of Fame. Don't see a semi-truck, but of course we got some ice on there. Bridges and overpasses, by the way, are definitely going to be a lot more snow-packed and icy than the main roads. So something to keep in mind as you do travel out and about. It is definitely going to be snowy and icy. I'll take you along Interstate 640. That's 640 in Dutch Valley Road, or Dutch Valley anyways. And again, that's the winter scene that we're going to be experiencing around East Tennessee. Let's come out to Pellissippi Parkway in West Knoxville. That's 40 in Pellissippi Parkway. So you can see the interchanges, the on ramps and off ramps are definitely snow packed and snowy. So if you are venturing out, just make sure you travel safely. Give yourself some extra time. Let's go down to closer to Blount County. We'll come down Alcoa Highway and see what Blount County looks like right now. So that's going to be Alcoa Highway. Woo! Look at that down by the airport. And so we've got a lot of snow. At least the cars are driving slowly here this morning. I have not heard, and if somebody has heard this morning, what the airlines are doing or what McGee-Tyson Airport is doing. I'd love to get McGee-Tyson Airport on the show this morning, but I don't know that they have the chat. But if anybody from McGee-Tyson Airport is joining us this morning on the program, I'd love to get you on to see what's going on with the airport in air travel, because obviously we are going to have some cancellations across the country. We've got another Witcher Weather Watcher to join us live here this morning. So let's go ahead and bring in Emily Pickle. So Emily, you are live on East Tennessee Weather this morning. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm doing good. Woke up to a winter.
Snow? Are you happy we finally got the snow?
I am so excited. Being a kindergarten teacher, we do our snow dances and we get so excited about seeing the students being able to get to go sledding and all the things that they get to do when it snows and hear their stories of family time together. So I'm really excited. But I am in Oak Ridge and we got about 1.5 inches so far. Snow is still coming down. It's just really cold.
It's really cold. So about 1 inch or so in Oak Ridge. So that kind of really tells a story, right? Because I got about 3 inches in my house, and I'm not too far from Oak Ridge. And then further into downtown, Seymour in the Sevier County, it starts to pile up a little bit more. So that's that delineation that we were talking about, that I was talking about all week long, that there's going to be a sharp cutoff somewhere where some get a lot and some don't get quite as much. I think Hamlin County, Talbot area is one of the bigger ones. Rutledge. I know Rutledge Pike as well got quite a bit of snow as well as the northwest sections of Knox County. So what's your plan today?
Well, the kiddos got some sleds for Christmas, so we're definitely going to get out here and sled down. We got a big hill in the backyard, and neighborhood kids come out. We go sledding down there and just enjoy the snow and probably spend a little bit of time inside warm since it is pretty cold, that wind chill like you were talking about. Just making sure they're bundled up, and that snow, like you said, feeling it, it's very that dry and light and just kind of rolls off your fingers. But I'm looking forward to getting some sledding done.
So let's give a big shout out to your school. Anybody what school system do you work for?
I work for Oak Ridge City at Woodland Elementary.
I love Woodland Elementary School. Have I been to I haven't been to
You have. Yeah, you've come out and talked to us before. Yeah.
Oh, yay. I love
We
Woodland
enjoy you
Elementary
coming
School.
out and talking to them. They love it.
Oh, that's so awesome. So you ready for a are we going to have a snow day on Monday? Are we going to be out of school on Monday?
I'm really hoping.
I mean, if anything, I think the cold weather will probably keep us out, How many we get a lot of
Exactly.
days. How many days do you get for snow days?
We get 8 days. And of course, if there's, a Tennessee state of emergency, then that also helps us to not have to make up the time.
Yeah. Well, will you do me a favor and give a big shout out to all the teachers and the school for me?
Yes, the teachers, we got our snow that we were wanting. Thank you so much. We appreciate all you do, Mike. And we know that you can't control it, but we know that you do your best at predicting. So we are so very thankful.
Well, I really appreciate you, and thanks for being part of the program as well.
Absolutely. You enjoy your day. Stay warm.
All right, you have a great day as well. We've got another Witcher Weather Watcher, and I need to switch my map here in a second, and I will do that. But we got Christopher Fox joining us. Chris, what's going on? He's a Witcher Weather Watcher.
How's it going, bud?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Cold.
All right, tell everyone.
I'm out
where
here
you
standing
are
out in
joining
my
us
front
from.
yard like a couillon.
What'd you say?
I said I'm out here standing out here in my front yard like a couillon.
All right, where are you joining us from?
Rockford, Tennessee.
Rockford. All right, but how much snow do you have in Rockford?
Oh gosh, something like 3.5, 4 inches. I took about 4 measurements earlier this morning, and about an hour ago, and it averaged out to about 3.5.
Yeah, but still snowing.
Oh yeah, it's still coming down big time. It's coming down worse than it was earlier.
So I think we'll probably get maybe another inch to a couple more inches before this starts to fade away. What are your plans for the day today?
Stay inside after this.
Go get yourself a cup of
I ain't
coffee and
about
some
to.
good hot breakfast.
Yeah, I ain't about to go. I ain't about to go nowhere till maybe Monday morning if they don't call off work.
Yeah, I tried to call myself off of work. That didn't work so well for me.
Yeah, I don't see that working out for you there, partner.
No, not so much. Well, I really appreciate you joining us live this morning and giving us a view from what it looks like in Rockford, Tennessee this morning.
No problem, man. Take it easy.
All right, you tell your family I said hi.
Sure will. Later.
All right, buddy. So there we go. That's what's great about this broadcast. We get to see all these different reports. Sue, there you are. All right, Sue. Come on, you want to join us from on the live broadcast? There's a link in the description of the live post on Facebook. We need to see what it looks like in Wares Valley, Sue. But I love it. Let's see. We got about 2 inches in Kingston and still coming down. Again, I was throwing these up on the screen here. 8 inches in Jefferson City. 4 to 5 inches in Fountain City, almost 6.5 in the Tazewell community so far this morning. So, again, I mean, you know, when you looked at my snowfall forecast, I'd be curious to see now that these reports are really starting to come in, how well I actually did on the forecast. Let's see if I can't find what my snowfall forecast was. I don't know if I'll be able to find it offhand, but I can show you probably some model data to see what we are anticipating for the rest of the day. Because I still think that we could see quite a bit of snowfall before the day is over. So I'm just going to show you some model data here. So I'm going to show you several different models. This is what we look at to kind of fine tune and get an idea of the forecast. So I'm going to start you off first things first. So this is an ensemble model. This is the National Weather Service blend model. So this takes a bunch of data in and different parameters and whatnot, and then it spits out kind of an average, if you will. So potentially, this model is indicating that right along I-75 through Central Knox County 81, we could see an additional maybe 2 pockets of 3, maybe 4 inches of snowfall. This is just one model. I'm going to show you a different model. This is my in-house 3-kilometer model. And so less snowfall, but maybe picking up an additional inch to 2 inches right along the 40, 81, 75 interchange, and then maybe upwards of 2 to 3 pockets of 4 more inches across the foothills and mountains. That's the 3-kilometer model. This is my 15-kilometer in-house model. And let's see if that shows up. Nope, that didn't change. Oh, there it is. I was pushing the wrong button there. All right, so here's my 15 kilometers. So this is also picking up about an inch or 2 more additional snowfall through the Central Valley. Morristown, maybe upwards of another 2 to 3 inches possible. But notice the mountain counties. This is really picking up on a lot more. An additional 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches of snowfall can't be ruled out for you folks across the mountain counties because, again, this is going to continue. This is the GFS. The American model, I think, still has a pretty good handle on an additional 1 to 2 inches across the Central Valley, less across the Cumberland Plateau, although the flurries are going to continue throughout the day, and maybe an additional 3, 5, 6, and 8 inches across the mountain counties. So that's what we can see for the rest of the day today. And again, I think it's just going to be one of those things where we just get to kick back, relax, and watch. All right, so here's my snowfall forecast. Let's see how well I did. I like to keep myself in check. I know you folks are saying I did a fairly decent job on the snowfall forecast. All right, so Pigeon Forge, I was going 4 to 8 plus. Newport, Greenville, 3 to 6 plus. So we're talking about the fact that this was likely going to overperform. I was a little nervous to go a little bit higher than that, even though some of the models were indicating that. And knowing what I was saying about this possibly overperforming. 2 to 4 plus in Knoxville, I think we got that one. We may end up a little bit more than the 4-inch range in some locations. Dandridge, Morristown area, I said 3 to 6 plus. So probably going to be overperforming, obviously, in those locations because some of you have already picked up 3 to 4, 6, 7 inches of snowfall in there, like right around the Talbot area. All the way down to Lenoir City, I think we did pretty well, 1 to 2 to 2 to 4 inches towards the Greenback area. Maryville, anybody from Maryville want to pass along how much snow you've seen? 5 inches in Seymour. And so I said 2 to 4 plus Seymour. Yeah, you're in that range there as well. So I think we did pretty well with this. I'm not, listen, I'm not tooting my horn by any stretch of the imagination. I just like to keep myself in check because I give you this information and I have to verify my forecast. But I think we did pretty well, especially with the consistency of it. and how it's really developed through the overnight hours and through the day, and how it moves forward from time. So 7 inches in Walland. So Maryville, Walland, I had about 3 to 6. So a little bit of overperformance there. Maryville, about 5.5 inches. So 3 to 6, not too bad there. Anybody else want to give me a shout out? Let's. What else we got? Union County. I don't know how much Union County has. I think we're going about 2 to 4 around the Union County area. We got a little bit over 3 here in Oliver Springs and Roane County. Oh, there we go. And I put about 2 to 3 plus inches there in that area, right around the Cumberland Mountains area, Petros, Oliver Springs, beautiful part of East Tennessee, by the way. Love Morgan County and Anderson County, great place. Jessica says about 6.6 3/4, 6 inches and 6.75 anyway. Strawberry Plains. I'm not a pro, but I think the deformation zone sat up overnight and just dumped snow. That's the thing. We talked about that last night. There's going to be a deformation zone. Basically, winds coming together aloft. And that helps to force convergence. And when you force the air to converge on itself, it rises. And so then it condenses, and that deformation zone set up. And I think that's why we got that heavy snow in that area. All right, so I've gotten reports of McGee-Tyson Airport. I've had 2 reports now, noon and 2. So I don't know which one's correct or not, but just know that the airport is shut down. Flights are canceled, obviously, this morning. But maybe they'll try to get those runways back up and running, and we'll start to get some improving conditions as we progress through time. Kristen says a good 5, maybe 6 inches in White Pine. That's where Andrew lives as well. Tina says, good morning, Mike. Everyone, we have about 4 plus inches in east of Knoxville. Still coming down, Holston Hills area. I appreciate you. Everyone stay safe. Thank you, KUB, for keeping the light and heat on. Yes, absolutely. And the thing is we were talking also that this is not necessarily such a wet, heavy snow that it's going to cause power outages. This is just the perfect snow, if you ask me. If we're going to have snow while it is cold, it is definitely a perfect kind of snow. It's going to be great for sledding. It's just going to, when you sled down the hill, it's just going to splash in your face. It doesn't get too icy. Of course, it's going to get packed down a little bit here over time, but really some nice views. All right, so we'll take you back outside. That's a live look in Union County, still coming down. We got about 3 to 4 inches in Oak Ridge and still snowing. Thank you, Erica. University of Tennessee, UTK mom here. How much around campus and more? Let's see, where'd that go? Off of Lake Moore Station, off of Alcoa Highway. I think we'll probably get an additional 1 to 2 possible. Can't rule that out. Kim says you can look at the Alcoa Highway TDOT cameras and also check in on UTPD for road conditions on campus. Yeah, I was checking in on those TDOT cameras here just a moment ago. About 4 inches next to Central High School in Fountain City. So good stuff there. 4.5 inches in South Knoxville, John Sevier Highway, and still snowing. 6 to 7 in Wares Valley. And you're probably going to be pushing, you're probably going to be pushing the 10 to 12 inches or more in Wares Valley before it is all said and done. Linda, I really appreciate you. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day. Thanks, Bonnie. Punxsutawney Phil doesn't live in East Tennessee. But let's not have 6 more weeks of winter, right? Let's move right along to springtime. I think this is it, right? This is like what we get, and we're like, okay, I'm good with this. I'm good with this snow. Now we can move forward and head towards spring. All right, Brandon, at around 2 inches, roads are slick and snow covered. All right, Brandon's always keeping me in check on the East Tennessee weather platforms on social media as well. So, Brandon, how did I do in Cleveland? Did I do well? You want to join the broadcast and give us a report from Cleveland? There is a link, by the way, in the description. If anybody wants to tune in, just click that link and you can join us in on the live broadcast here this morning. So let's see what it did. Cleveland, light dusting of snow, and you got about 2 inches, so not too bad. And Cleveland's kind of on that darker shaded area of where the snowfall was expected. So how much more might get near Maryville College? I mean, I think we probably could get an additional couple, maybe 2 or 3 inches closer to Maryville, Walland, Townsend, maybe even more than that, because you're going to be socked in for much of the day. Remember, I'll show you the future cast here. Remember that this snow is going to continue to slide its way from northwest to southeast through the day. I'm going to show you the big picture. We'll pick up our future cast here. Let me just change this on the fly here for you. Dunedin wants more snow, do you? More snow, please. Anybody else want more snow? All right, so here's your latest future cast. Here's our storm system. Still, like this, the low pressure is off along the Atlantic coastline, but look at how it's really now. Now conditions will continue to deteriorate over into the Carolinas, along the beaches, up towards Virginia, but not a lot of snow up across the Mid-Atlantic. Most of this is just going to be across the southeast as the snow machine continues to move its way on out. Let's see. All right, we got Andrew joining us here in just a second. Andrew, stand by, my friend. We are going to take a live look here. Once again in downtown Gatlinburg this morning. And what a winter wonderland. When you think of the Smoky Mountains in downtown Gatlinburg, I mean, that's like what I think folks wanted for Christmas time, right? That's like a Christmas card right there. All right, let's go ahead and bring Andrew to the live broadcast here. He's also a Witcher Weather Watcher. What's up, buddy? How are you, my friend?
What's up, dude?
All right, tell us where you are, what you're seeing, how's it going?
I'm in White Pine, and I mean, as you can see, it's peppering it down, man. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, awesome. Roads are
you're
white,
a snow
everything's
lover,
white.
man.
Big time. Big time. My little boy's in there going nuts, wanting to come out and go sledding. So, yeah, we're getting ready to rock and roll out here.
Get him some breakfast, get that belly full so we get warm and stay warm. Talk about the temperatures.
It's cold, but it's not too bad. The wind's not really blowing here in White Pine, so it's not that bad. I mean, the wind is blowing, but not too bad. So, and as far as breakfast, we ate breakfast long time ago. It's time to get outside.
Bro, where's my breakfast, man? You're not going to drive down to West Knoxville and give me some breakfast?
Dude, I'm on my way now.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, so what's the plan for the rest of the weekend?
Try to keep up with my little boy. And we're going to play as much today as we can, play tomorrow, and then probably back to work on Monday.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I really appreciate you joining the broadcast this morning, and welcome. He's like one of the newest members of the Witcher Weather Watchers group. Again, we've got about over 50. Are you loving being a part of this private group?
Dude, it is so awesome. I mean, that chat was blowing up this morning. I just love it. It's so cool to be around people who are passionate about weather. I'm a big geek. I'm sure I go over the top, but I just love it.
All right, talk about real quick before I let you go. You had to take the virtual course with the National Weather Service, the Skywarn Storm Spotter course. If anybody is interested, by the way, of becoming a Witcher Weather Watcher, all you have to do is email me, mike@eastnweather.com. But you have to take the course, the Skywarn Storm Spotter course with the National Weather Service, because I want you to be an official storm spotter with the National Weather Service to become a Witcher Weather Watcher. Talk about talk about the course and the test and stuff like that. It's pretty easy, right?
The course wasn't that bad. I mean, it took me about 2.5 hours, something like that. Some of the videos were, but it was all, I mean, I thought a lot of it was very interesting. And I took it. It was on a Friday. And as a matter of fact, Julie kind of pushed me to do it. And so I got it all done. And I mean, I hate to say this, but I'm really looking forward to severe weather awareness. I can't wait.
I think we're going to be in for a rather interesting severe weather season based on some of the latest guidance.
I think you're right.
It's it's a long ways away, but I think it could be a very active severe weather season. I was going to ask you one more question here real quick. What was I going to ask you? I just lost my train of thought, my friend. That's okay. Go play with your family. Go hang out with your kids. We're gonna wrap things up here in just a little bit.
Out. I mean, we're gonna check it all out.
Go check it out and submit photos to the Witchers, through the East Tennessee Weather app. I was gonna say, you said you liked being a part of the group. The thing is about being a Witcher Weather Watcher, we are all weather nuts. Now, you don't have to be a weather nut, right? But you have to take the course. I mean, what would you say your favorite thing is about learning about? I guess the question is, did you learn something that you didn't know about weather when you took that course?
Yeah, I learned a lot of the intricacies of like the thunderstorm activities. I mean, I've lived here my whole life. You kind of get used to the weather and you kind of know what to expect, but just like how they kind of form up, work, all that stuff. I mean, I kind of enjoyed it, but it probably isn't for everybody. But if you're a weather geek, yes, I highly recommend it.
Well, I don't know if a lot of people know this about me, but I actually tried to get out of meteorology like 7 times at my first TV station. And had I gotten out of it and had the boss said, yeah, okay, you don't want to do this, that's fine. You can go back to reporting and being a photographer for the news. Had I gotten out of it, I wouldn't be here today doing what I'm doing today. But it wasn't until I started learning about the weather. Like I never wanted to go back to college after I got my first degree. And so 6 months later, I was back in college getting my meteorology degree because I was like, if I'm gonna like this, I need to learn about it. And once I started learning about the atmosphere and how massive it really is. I mean, you hear me talk about it on the broadcast every once in a while. I'm like, we're trying to find a needle in a haystack, right? You look at the atmosphere, how massive the world is, and how big storm systems are. And we're just a little tiny place on Earth here in East Tennessee, right? And that's a hard thing to do.
Yes. Dude, it lets us know just how small we actually are.
We are very small in the giant world we live in, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
But Mother Nature sure produces some amazing views like this morning.
It's amazing out here. I mean, amazing.
Andrew, I appreciate you joining me. Go tell your family I said hi and go play with your kids.
Will do, brother. Take care, man.
All right, buddy. Have a great day.
Later.
All right, so we'll take it back out to downtown Gatlinburg. Anybody else want to join on the live broadcast? But we'll probably wrap things up here in just a minute or so. It's just snowing outside. There's no need to keep going all day long every day. It is winter weather. We know what to expect. We know what we've gotten so far. How about 10 inches so far? 8:15 this morning in Gatlinburg. And as you can clearly see, Stanlow 8700. I appreciate you joining me here on the broadcast this morning. Hey, by the way, if you like this broadcast and you like what I'm doing here with East Tennessee Weather, I really would appreciate you sharing and liking this live feed. If you have the East Tennessee Weather app, share it and like it with everybody that you know, coworkers, family members. And if you don't have the app, just all you have to do is just go to your app store and search East Tennessee Weather. I will throw a link here in the chat for you all. You see it. If you follow me on Facebook at all, you see this all the time. But the app is really great, and it's going to be really beneficial for you come severe weather season. Sure, it's great on the daily basis. There we go. I just threw it that link right there. So if you click that in the chat, it'll take you to, the correct app store. So that works for both Android and iPhone. But really, it's going to give you an idea of what's going on during severe weather and how that all plays out. Because you'll get watches and warnings from the National Weather Service. You'll get push notifications from me. You can check out the interactive radar that gives you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours. It's all weather and only weather. And you can actually track even today's weather with the East Tennessee Weather app as well. You get all those notifications. So that's how I was able to send out a notification for the live broadcast here this morning. And if you've never seen what the East Tennessee Weather app looks like, I will go ahead and bring that on the screen here for you this morning. So there's the live broadcast. So we do broadcast live right there front and center on the East Tennessee Weather app. And when we're not broadcasting live, I actually have the only East Tennessee Weather or the only 24-hour weather channel dedicated to just weather here in East Tennessee. You know, it was a thing back in the day, like the early 2000s. I have brought that back to East Tennessee, and so it's a great thing. I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube. So if you have smart TVs, you don't need to be watching on your tiny cell phones. This is a family-friendly way to receive your weather information every single day. So I would really appreciate the downloads on Roku, Amazon Fire. Go smash and subscribe to that YouTube. And make sure you download the East Tennessee Weather app. So you can add a lot of a wealth of weather information. I do several forecasts every single day. And we're growing, right? Every single day. So I do a Witcher's 1 minute weather where if you just if you only have 1 minute, just give me 1 minute, shot vertically like our cell phones and like social media and reels and stuff like that. And I really try to break it down. But if you really want a full detailed forecast on how things evolve and what I'm thinking, whether it becomes severe weather, inclement weather, or snowy weather, whatever it may be, click on the full forecast because that's really going to be the best option for you to get everything you need to know to understand how to prepare for weather, how to keep you and your family safe for weather. Then, of course, the interactive radar is great. If you click on it and open it up, it gives you, let's see if it didn't work last night. Let's see if it works this morning. But it does give you, there's your past 2 hours, and then there's your future cast of 2 hours. So you can see how the snow is really going to be hanging strong for the next several hours, especially across the mountains. So the interactive radar gives you past, current, and future radar based on what's going on right now. which is fine for snow. It's snow. It's just going to be snowing. But when it comes to storms, severe weather, summertime pop-up thunderstorms, if you're heading off to the lakes, it's great. If you're a big boater, we have a huge boating community here in East Tennessee, obviously, with all the lakes, and it's one of the biggest actually in the country. It's a wealth of weather information, and the interactive radar is going to really help you out if you are a lake person, if you're a boater anyways. And so make sure you download the East Tennessee Weather app. I really would appreciate it. It really just helps to push the platform. And if you really like what I'm doing and understand that I have to have local sponsorships, that's the only way we can make this thing free for everybody. And so, make sure you check out some of the local sponsors. If you are a business and you're looking for some sponsorship, listen, it's like the #1 weather platform here in East Tennessee right now. The app is just flying off the charts. People really like what I'm doing. So if you want to be part of this organization, hit me up, Mike at easttnweather.com as well. And if you put East Tennessee Weather up in your establishment, in your businesses for your patrons, let me know. Hit me up and throw me a picture. I'll come to your establishment and highlight your business. And one more thing that we're doing here, we're going to be starting this here over the next couple of weeks. And I think if it goes well, we're going to keep going. But on the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, and it'll air on YouTube as well, we're doing a small business social spotlight. I want to, my goal is to really help small businesses here in East Tennessee. And with that, we're going to come shoot a reel, highlight you a little bit. Yes, there's a small fee, but that's just for my time. It's really not expensive at all. And so if you are a small business and you want to get a shout out on the platform, because really without all the small businesses here in our own communities, we wouldn't be where we are, right? Corporate America has taken over everything, and the small businesses are suffering. So I want to be a platform to help you and your small business from another small business, a small business that's growing, and hopefully I want to help your small business grow as well. So if you're interested in a Witcher Weather Watcher, small business shout outs on social media, or any sort of bigger advertisements, if you're a bigger business, just email me, Mike at easttnweather.com. And that's how we are able to bring this all to you for free. So check out the interactive radar and check out the East Tennessee Weather app. Live broadcasts Monday through Friday, 7:30 in the morning, Saturday and Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's just a nice winter wonderland around East Tennessee. Let's see. Crystal says, the kids are so excited for all the snow. It's beautiful out, and we love the app. Crystal, I appreciate you. Make sure you download it for your smart TVs, by the way, and put it up on the big screen. Not everybody wants to watch weather on your cell phones, but we are cell phone and tablet world, and so that's why I have created East Tennessee Weather to just be only weather. There's no nonsense. There's nothing else on there. Some small advertisements here or there, and that's just about all you will get. So hopefully you get to kick back, relax, and enjoy some snow cream on a beautiful, snowy winter East Tennessee day. Cue the music, they say. And as they say in the business, that's a wrap. Kick back, relax, travel safely, excuse me, through the day today. I'd love for you to share your photos through the app itself on social media. I'll keep you posted on social media throughout the day. But we are in the event. I'm going to go have fun with my family, go eat some breakfast, and get outside with the kids as well. This is what life is all about, right? Just to enjoy life for what it is. Enjoy the snow, even if you're not a snow lover, because we know by the middle part of next week, it's going to be a thing of the past. And we'll warm right back up. And spring is less than 50 days away, says somebody. So anyways, I really appreciate you joining me on the platform. Thank you for sharing all your photos and all of your videos. I did have one more video to share with you, actually. Hold on one second. I love this lady. She joins me on the broadcast all the time. Here real quick before you leave, check this out.
Okay, this is about 2 hours from my first video, and I decided to get froggy and come out of here and get the snow off my car. Why, you say? Am I going somewhere? No, not particularly, but there won't be as much to shovel off as there was after I shoveled this off. That's why. Let me show you what I've done. Okay, so here's my car. No, not that one. Here's my little car, and I got the shovel out. I've got the broom out. Look, I measured on top of my car, looked like about 5.5, maybe 6 inches this morning. But here's what I've done too. Had my shovel and had my broom. Sorry, there's no broom. But I also had a pool noodle. And so in order to reach the top of the car, I put the pool noodle on the broom handle and swept it across the top of the car and the hood of the car. And you know what? It worked like magic. So I'm going to go and leave y'all to it. Talk to you later.
That's the thing about this light, fluffy, dry snow. Get the snow blowers out, blow it off your driveways, blow it off your cars. You could use a broom. Beautiful day. Happy snow day Saturday, my friends. See you back here tomorrow.
In front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint twists and turns up the alley, just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you